All right, we got three things talked about today. Fortunately, they're not too hard once you get the layout. So, first thing we got to talk about is this lcd.begin command. Now, we set tons of stuff with the constructor. We said which pins of the Arduino were connected to which pins of our LCD display. However, there are lots of different shape displays. So far, our LCD object does not know how big our display is. So we're going to fix that. So the type we personally have is a 16 characters across. So it has 16 columns, 16 characters across, and 2 rows for writing on. So 16 columns, 16 characters across, 2 rows to write characters in. And so we're just telling it that. It updates its instance variables. By default, if you don't do an lcd.begin, it assumes that it's 16 by 1, which we don't have. So it's important we do this lcd.begin because that initializes it and lets it know how big an LCD display it has to work with. So that's lcd.begin, just how many characters across your display is and how many rows you got. Let's get into the layout because you can't really understand setCursor without the layout. So like I said, this is supposed to be the LCD display. It's in blue there. And in computer science, if you remember with arrays, they tend to be 0 indexed. So the first thing in an array is at index 0. This display is numbered the same. So the top left-hand corner of your display is position 0, 0. The bottom left-hand part of the display is 0, 1. So if we wanted to start writing on the bottom row now, by default you start off at 0, 0, the top right here. But if we wanted to start writing on the bottom row, we would lcd.setCursor 0, 1. Then the next time we print to it, it'll start writing here from this point. You can set cursor anywhere allowed, given the size of your display. So if we set the cursor to 11, 0, remember 11, the first thing is how far it is across, and then the second thing is the column. This is a bit different than you often see things in computer science. A lot of times it's reversed. First number is row, second number is column. But for LCD displays, it's in this order. It's a bit more math-like, X and Y. So anyway, if we wanted to go to 11, 0, we'd go to 11 and 0. This would be 7, 1, 4, 0, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 14, 0, 14, 1, 15, 1. So you can just set your cursor wherever it is you want to start writing. That would be a decent way to start. Sometimes you're not going to fill an entire row, and it might be nice to have your text centered nicely so you can figure out where you want to start writing to make it kind of centered. And that's all I got for you. Hopefully you understand the layout of the display, that we need begin to set the member variables of our LCD object so it knows what size of display it's working with. And you know how to do set cursor to write on the start writing on the bottom row, or center your text, or whatever. Next place you start writing from is whatever box you've indicated. Thanks for listening.